if he's doing that here, start back here.
Okay.
And rub him, because he's comfortable here.
Yep.
Then work your way up to here until you find a spot where he's not comfortable.
And you have no pressure. Those
No,
you're just holding him for the sake of being out of the way. Okay.
And honestly, I would rather just be in a spot. We could do it in the and see this reaction right here. This is total disrespect.
Yep.
When I go here, he's going, I don't want to be with you.
Yeah.
I'm looking somewhere else. So I'm just going to reach over here and move his head over and then release him. Move his head over and release him. Move his head over and release him.
Is there a specific spot that you're hitting?
Just anywhere on his cheekbone.
Okay, anywhere on the cheekbone. Yeah. Okay.
And I always touch, dig, and then really dig. It's a progression. So if I'm sitting here this light and he'll move his head, then I won't go any more than that. But if he doesn't, I'll dig my fingernails in there till he does. And then you refine it, just like we did everything yesterday.
Yep.
Okay, now look where his head's at now.
Lower and inward.
And inward. See, these are all things you can do every day before you ride.
Yeah, for sure.
And it doesn't take a lot of time. You know, just watch. Every time I do this, look how much. So you know how you said I can't get my arm over him?
Yeah.
Now you're going to be able to do that, and I'll show you a couple other things too. Now he's going to sleep and he's not springing his head. If he does, I just touch him here. This helps keep his attention on you. Now see the difference from when you were doing it? I mean, his head was so high I couldn't even reach over.
Yeah.
Every time he goes to move it away, you just touch him back over again. He should always have his head tilted towards you, not away from you. Okay? So now right here, you could do this. But I want to show you something.
Just gradually bring, oh my gosh, look at that.
Okay. So they've got spots here. And until you can get his head towards you, this is tough. They have pressure points here and here.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll do the same thing here. If I want his head to lower, I'll just put a little bit of pressure between his ears. When he lowers it, I let him go. Okay. So pretty soon, he'll know that I want his head right there, and he won't raise it. And if he does, I just touch him and he lowers it. Is that different than where it was a minute ago? Look how relaxed he is. Now it's lower, now I just want him to turn. Now tell me you can't do this little thing if his head's down that far.
Yeah, absolutely.
So right here, I'll just ask it to come down again. There you go. That's incredible on a 1,200-pound animal to be able to have that light of control.
Absolutely.
Now, is he gonna react at times and move? Yeah, so there you go. Now look where his head's sitting.
So let's just say, because what I have happened with him, and maybe this will resolve it, but I end up with that big reaction, right? Where he's like down here and everything's chill and something happens and then he does that big pull up. I go back to the basics, right? I go to the shoulder, work my way back up.
Yep. And just make sure when you're doing this, because if he does have a tendency to do that once, don't be standing right here because he'll knock your head off when his head raises. So just come over here, just keep him right there. But I'm telling you what's going to happen right here is when you get him to where this is his relaxing spot,
that's where he's
the
going to
overreaction's not going to be something he really wants to do.
Yeah.
So, I mean, literally, look how I'm touching him. Okay, if you can get his head sitting right there, you can. A little kid could bridle him right now.
Yeah. He's pretty good now with the bridle. He'll drop his head about that low to put the bridle on, where you have to bend over to do it.
Yeah, now I'm going to show, I'm just going to do this. His head should never come above that if I ask that to, and then just let him drop the bit. Let it be his idea to let that go.
Hang on to it all day long.
He's going, no, let me have it back.
He
See, because I'm not yanking it out. I'm letting him release it. Can I have it? You goofy turd. What a goofy animal. Okay, so when I go back to bridling, now that you've had his head here, you should never put a bridle back on him unless it's there.
Okay.
See, this is exactly. See, the bridle has a deal here.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where his we're finding his spots now.
Yeah.
So right here, I'm just going to keep that pressure until he quits throwing his head. There he licked and chewed. He can throw his head as long as he wants. I'm still going to come here before I put the bridle on. Now, if I do this and he throws his head again, I'm not going to put the bridle on. I'm going to stop and I'm going to bring him back here.
Reestablish.
Now, tell me that's not an easy way to bridle your horse. Okay, if he reacts a little bit, I just bring him back over. Wait for him to relax before I put it the rest of the way on. Okay, so most people, when they get in that position, they rush. They're going, I know he's going to react, so I've got to throw this bridle on quick. That's the worst thing you can do. So, and I would do this, be really glad that he did that, but then do it 3 or 4 more times. Head came up, so I'll just push him back down while he's playing with it. It's a great problem to have. You know, he's going, I don't mind the bit.
Yeah, he's definitely likes to like chew on things. Not like cribbing or like stall stuff.
He just got to have something.
It's like a pacifier. Yeah, he needs a binky.
I've never seen a horse do that.
Really?
In all my years, I've never seen one just hang on to the bit like that.
He knows I still want it. I'm not done.
And that's okay, honestly. We'll just go back to this. If you want it, that's okay. We'll just keep your head tilted right here. Tuck your ear. Tuck your ear, and we're back bridled again with no head throwing.
Yeah. He's like, I thought we were going to go for a ride.